What's up guys, Kennan from Marshall Global Motor Sales, and today we're going to be talking about one of the key features of the Mercedes G550 4x4 Squared. It's portal axles. I'm going to be explaining what they are, what they're used for, and the benefits of having portal axles in your off-roading car. So what are portal axles? Portal axles basically are a different sort of axle that gives you higher ground clearance. It allows you to keep all of your driveline close to the vehicle while giving you decent coverage underneath in order to drive over rocks, namely. You can drive through grass, water, whatever sort of terrain you're going to be going through. This is usually reserved for military vehicles, but in this case, Mercedes decided to put it on a road car. There are some differences I'll point out between what you'd use it for in military use and what you use it for in civilian use. So basically the way it works is there's a half shaft here that comes off the differential, and then there's a secondary gearbox over here, very simple gearbox that then drops, there are two gears and it drops down onto the hub, which allows you to keep all of this on a higher plane while being able to transfer power to the center of the wheel down below. Now, in a military vehicle, you'd usually use some sort of gear reduction here. So you'd have a smaller gear up here and a larger gear in the gearbox so that you're able to turn the wheels more slowly. The benefit that this gives is usually on a vehicle that has portal axles, you need to be going more slowly because it's large and heavy. It's going to be going up steep grades over tough terrain. In those cases, you would want to have gear reduction. But since this is a road car, it needs to go road speeds. You need to have a little more aggressive gearing. One of the benefits of this, of course, is that it has reduced stress on the drivetrain because you're not trying to directly drive a wheel at a specific speed. You have a secondary gearbox that it goes through, so it reduces the wear on your main axles. And again, the big thing about this, the big benefit is that you have gained ground clearance. This car sits 43 inches from the ground to the bottom of the fender. Compared to the normal G-Wagon, it's a huge gain in order to go wherever you'd like to go. Again, most of these vehicles don't see that sort of use, but it is nice knowing that you can take this G-Wagon anywhere that you want to go. Now, in a military application, weight isn't really that big of a concern when you're talking about these sorts of vehicles. Again, you're going to be, these are going to be big trucks that are carrying whatever to wherever situation you need to be in. One of the negatives of having them on a road car is that you really do increase your unsprung weight by having a whole nother gearbox at each of your 4 points, or 6 if you have a Mercedes 6x6. So unfortunately, weight, obviously this vehicle is not for handling. It's not set up for handling. You do have really nice suspension, which makes the ride very smooth, but obviously this is no sports car. The most important thing, again, if you're going to use this vehicle off-road, is that you have that ground clearance. And obviously Mercedes has done a really good job with making sure you have adequate ground clearance. And the other thing to keep in mind is that it's very expensive to put in a portal axle system. There are a lot more moving parts. Most people, like if you have a Jeep and you wanted to gain extra ground clearance, you put bigger tires on it, bigger wheels and tires, and that will get you the sort of lift that you're looking for. Or you put some sort of lift kit on your truck, and you have different sort of axles. But in this particular case, this is the full Monty for anybody who's into off-roading. Portal axles, there just is no substitute for those. So I hope this short video sort of explains to you what portal axles are. They're not just some marketing tool that Mercedes threw in this truck because they could. They're an actual tool for taking this vehicle off-road, and they're an integral part of having the optimal off-road experience. Now, I think Mercedes knew that most of their customers weren't going to take this thing off-road. That's why it has, Alcantara paneling and an Alcantara steering wheel and a full leather interior and all that. But if you were brave enough to take this thing on safari, put a snorkel on it, and it would be the ultimate off-road vehicle. As always, guys, make sure to check out all of our Mercedes vans and our other G550 4x4 Squares on marshallgoldman.com. Check us out on our Instagram page to see more pictures of these amazing trucks, and I will catch you guys in the next one.